Real Madrid are one player away from being the best team in the world, or at least top two behind Messi. In all the preseason games, the team have looked great. I have honestly no complaints except one glaring issue, and that issue was out in full force against Barcelona. There's also another issue, but I don't think it's ever going to get resolved. The team overall has looked great. Bellingham has settled in well, and he's honestly been the best player in the team. Camavinga and Tchouaméni look like they're playing at their best, while Modric and Cruz are still playing at the level they always play. All our defensive players are great, except for the right back, but I don't think it's ever going to get fixed. Honestly, as a Real Madrid fan, I've accepted my fate that Carvajal and Vasquez are going to be our right backs until they retire. There's no question about it. Although I would say, even though the center backs are great and the left backs are great, I do think that we need better tactics in defending because I feel like right now we're just relying on the pure skill of our defenders, and I feel like Ancelotti needs to put in better tactics in place. Because if not, we're just going to leak goals. Anyway, overall, like I said, in the past two games, the team overall have looked great, except in one certain aspect. But now, what is that aspect? Ancelotti has been playing with a diamond formation. It's a 4-1-2-1-2 with Vinny and Rodrigo as strikers. And honestly, that's where the glaring issue is in the squad. This formation that Ancelotti is using just doesn't work for the way this team is built. Vinny and Rodrigo aren't strikers, and we're kind of forcing Bellingham to play like a center forward slash center attacking mid, which those aren't his roles. He just doesn't fit playing that. Even though he's been great there, because like I said, he's been our best player, but that's just not what he's built to play. And then having Vinny and Rodrigo down the middle just completely takes out what they're best at. They're both pure wingers. They thrive on the wings. Sure, Rodrigo can play center forward and he's shown it, but he's just a better player on the wing. And when it comes to Vinny, Vinny likes using his speed a lot. He likes taking on those one-on-ones. But when he's down the middle, he just can't do that. It's too congested. So as you can see during the game against Barcelona, he started playing a lot down the wing. Even though he was still our striker, he was leaning more towards that side because that's just what he's used to playing, and that's where he thrives. Plus, as much as I love Vinny, his striking is not good enough to be a center forward. Look, Vinny has made massive strides in his goal scoring and his finishing, but he still has some growing to do in that aspect. So just playing him down the middle makes no sense. He's not our best goal scorer, and also he's not made for that. He's a pure winger. But I don't understand why we're even playing diamond formation when we have Joselu on the bench. Joselu's a striker. With Joselu, we can still play our 4-3-3, the way the team is built to play. So I don't know why Ancelotti's trying to change it. Just play Joselu. We have no other option to just play him. It just makes no sense. If we have a striker on the bench, why are we playing the formation that we're used to playing? There's no need to change our tactic. And anyway, why would you bring in Joselu if you don't trust him enough to play our main formation? That makes no sense to me. Like I understand Joselu was brought in to be a backup, but he's our only striker. So who is he exactly a backup to? He was signed after Benzema left, so it makes no sense why he was brought in as a backup. But there's no one he can be a backup to. This is where I think that we need another player, and that player should be Mbappe. Like this team needs Mbappe. Like there's no way around it. I don't care. This team needs to get Mbappe. Like I said, this team is built to be the best team in the world, and they can be if we just get Mbappe. We need to go back to playing the 4-3-3. And if Oselu's not going to be that guy they trust to be a starter, then they need to get Mbappe. With all the news that's coming out, I think it's clear that Mbappe is going to join Real Madrid. I don't know when. I hope it's now. But honestly, I don't think there's any other player that they should get. There's not that really many star number nines in the world right now. At least a star number nine that can fit for the caliber that this team is being built. So forgetting about the right back, if this team just gets Mbappe, then this team will undoubtedly be the best team in the world. No questions about it. Like genuinely speaking, I don't think there's a defensive setup in the world that can stop this team. I mean, you're gonna have Vinny and Mbappe just rushing at you. Two of the fastest players in the world coming at you. Now imagine you're a center back and you manage to stop Mbappe. Now it's gonna be Vinny who's sprinting, or you manage to stop Vinny. Now it's gonna be Mbappe. As if you see Real Madrid play, they usually have two players on Vinny. Now if Mbappe's there, it's just gonna be mayhem. And plus with Fran Garcia, who's a left back who actually pushes up and is super fast. I think he's as fast as Mbappe and Vinny, or maybe a little bit slower, but regardless, super fast. Those three up top are going to be insane. I don't think anyone can stop them. And then you have Rodrigo on the other side, who's just deadly. Like, he will score goals. And I feel like this season is a season where he's going to shine. Because like, he doesn't have to compete with Asensio anymore. And it's pretty obvious that Raheem Diaz is going to be his backup. So I feel like this season, Rodrigo's going to shine. So top three of Vinny, Rodrigo, and Mbappe is unstoppable. With Bellingham, Valverde, Tchouaméni, and Camavinga behind them, unstoppable. This team now, if they get Mbappe, which I hope they do, is going to be the best team in the world, or at least should be the best team in the world for the next 5, 10 years. No questions about it. There's just so many aspects of this team that can get fixed with just Mbappe being there. Look, I love Vinny, I love Rodrigo, but I don't expect him to score Benzema type numbers. When Benzema left, he left a massive 35, 30 goal hole in the squad. And I don't expect Vinny and Rodrigo to put up those numbers. And nor should they. It's not their job. They're wingers. Sure, they score. But Vinny got 20 plus goals and Rodrigo got 10 plus goals. But you can't expect them to make up for all those goals that left with Benzema. So that's why this team needs a better striker. If we're not going to play Joselu, then this team needs a world-class striker. Because if they don't get a world-class striker, then this season is going to be bad. Because last season we saw how bad this team played without Benzema. If you're a Real Madrid fan, you know how bad this team plays without Benzema. So yeah, I feel like this team needs a striker. I feel like this team needs Mbappe. So yeah, thank you for watching. Please comment if you agree or disagree with anything I said. Also, please leave a like and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you. I'll catch you on the next one.